We have some new makeup that I wanted to try. I don't have a full face, but I do have a decent amount. You might be wondering why my hair looks like this. I haven't done my hair at all, and I can't. I actually injured my shoulder. I cannot raise this shoulder. Like, I can kind of do it to the side a bit, but I can't raise it forward. I don't know what I did. I honestly literally have no clue in the world. I cannot pinpoint one time that I actually hurt it, but it is definitely injured. I do have an appointment with an orthopedic surgeon, but it's not till May 27th. We're going to work with the boundaries of what I can do right now. I can't put my hair in a ponytail because in order to do that, I got to be able to raise this arm to put it back, and I can't do it one-handed. This will be an interesting video. I'm actually filming 2 videos. Right after this, I'm doing a Yahoos and Boos. So I had to get ready. I have some newer makeup that I really want to try. First, I'm going to do a little color correcting. Not really things that I have new. This is the Clinique Corrector in Peach, and I just do a tiny bit in the corners. Hey, if you have not tried All Beaut brushes, All Beaut is found on Amazon. This is their one that I love. I don't know what it's actually called. I think it's just called the Concealer. Yep, the Concealer 193. I'll link all of these below. I love this brush, and I bought this a long time ago. They have since sent me a bunch of their brushes, and I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with them. I'll try to use as many as I can in this video. You guys know my love of BK Beauty and Rephr brushes. I love them. They can be pricey. They often run sales. I usually say wait till there's a sale. I've been very surprised by the quality of these brushes. I've washed them. They've washed well. Now, I tried this one in a video, like one of my last get readies with me, and it didn't work because of the way I was excuse me, but because of the way I was doing my makeup. But I do want to try to disguise some of this redness. So I'm just going to go ahead and dab it here, just right here where I struggle with redness because of my rosacea. And I'm just going to go ahead and dab it with my finger and just blend it in. It is very pigmented, I will say that. I don't know, I've never really felt very successful in these red concealer things. I don't know, the green, I should say, they disguise red. The foundation I'm going to use is actually a tint. This is the Revlon Serum Tint. As you can see, it's a broad spectrum 15. It has ginger root, vitamin C, and vitamin E in it. Now, it is a skin tint, so this is not going to blank out any issues I have on my face. Obviously, it's a skin tint. I'm going to go ahead and use a brush first, and I'm going to just work it into the brush like this. I've been doing this more and more, and I feel like I get a better coverage and use less product, although I put a lot of product on there. So just kind of moving it around my face first. I just kind of pull it off of my face a little bit and I buff it. And this is the BK Beauty 106 brush. All Beaut does have a more like foundation brush. Where is theirs? Theirs looks a lot like the BK 101. This is a good brush. I'll use it for the left side. I tend to like this type where it's round around the whole thing and not slanted for foundation because I do like to do this buffing. And that's harder to do in a slant with a slanted brush. All right, I'm going to use the All Beaut one. This is their Multitask Foundation number 201. So very dense. This is very similar to the BK 101. Don't know if this came out first or the BK 101. Who knows? It is a good alternative. I think if you've got the money, I would spend it on the BK Beauty one. Just the quality of their brushes are high standards. But if you really cannot afford to purchase one or you don't want to wait for a sale, I totally get that. Then you might want to purchase this one if you really like a slanted one. But this one does work really well. I will say it does. Oh, I gotta say this looks nice. Oh my heart. Per usual, I have a whisker. Ow. All right, I am gonna take the StansOut sponge, favorite finisher. I call it my finisher kind of brush, and not brush, sponge, and just work it around my face. This will soak up any extra. This helps with spreading it out evenly. It helps with making sure that it's not cakey, because if a product tends to be cakey, any extra product is just going to make that look worse. So this is wonderful for that. And you use it dry. You don't moisten it. The first couple times you do wet it down, but after that you can use it dry from that point forward. And this has helped my nose look so much better, particularly my nose. I don't know why. And it's better than using like a sponge that's moistened. Because this is moistened, it will dilute your foundation. So it's two different things. I love a sponge. Believe me, I love using a sponge, but not on a skin tint. That will take away. The skin tint doesn't have enough coverage anyways. That's where this is perfect because it won't dilute it at all. I'm actually kind of liking this skin tint. I think it looks very natural looking. It's got a little bit of a glow. We'll see if that dies down over time. Okay, I went ahead and did my brows. I am using the e.l.f. Precision Brow to just do in the bigger areas, and then the Benefit Brow Detailer to do the detail. So my two favorite combo right now, favorite. I am going to use the Thrive Cosmetics Brow Gel. I really have been enjoying this. You will see this again in my Yahoos and Boos. I like how this is just so easy to put on. What's nice about this is it doesn't get crispy, but yet it stays in place all day. Like, I think this is like one of those game changer ones. It's a little bit pricey as it's a high-end product, but it's one of those ones I think is just beautiful. If I feel like I put on a little bit too much, I'll just take a clean disposable spoolie and just brush it through. It doesn't take the product off underneath, which is a game changer. A lot of these brow gels take it off. Okay, I'm gonna use something I haven't used in a while because I wanna show you another thing I've been really loving lately. This is the Thank Me Later. This is from Elizabeth Mott. Is that the last name? Yeah, Elizabeth Mott. And it is her eyeshadow primer. I stopped using this for quite a while because I really didn't feel I needed it, but I've started using it again because I've been using it in a different way. So I like to cover up just all of these veins and the redness and just discoloration. Now this primer doesn't do that. This just is a clear, I mean, it looks pink when you put it on your finger, but okay, I have to bring my head to my hand. I can't lift it. It does make it so that if you've got pretty oily eyelids, it'll make it so your eyeshadow will not crease. It'll make it so if you've got mascara hitting your eyes, like a lot of us do with our hooded eyes, I have very hooded eyes, as you can see. My lashes will hit my top of my lids, and the oils that are on my lids will break down that mascara. This stops that. Now, I have heard from some people it doesn't work for them because I'm sorry, I don't know if there's any one product that works for everybody. So I do know that some people it just doesn't work for, but it does work for me very well. My sister called me and I went off for at least a half hour. So this has been on my face for a half hour already, and you can see that it definitely has a sheen to it, but not too glowy. This is actually like a satin to me, and I actually like this. This is good. It's a little sticky. I do feel that, but I haven't done any powder or anything, but I don't think I would feel comfortable leaving this the way it is. Back to the eyes. I put on I'm a little disoriented now. The Thank Me Later from Elizabeth Mott. So I put that on, and I'm gonna use Saint. Now, I bought this palette. You buy the things individually. I haven't really dove into this. I really haven't since I showed it to you guys in my last video. My last Get Ready With Me, that is. What I have been doing is putting on the Thank Me Later and then taking like a larger fluffy brush. This is the BKA 503 brush. And I've been using this color right here. Let me tell you what it is. Chai. And see how that just covers up all the veins? And that also sets my lid. But look how much nicer that is as opposed to this with all the veins and discoloration. It just makes your eyelids look so much better. So if you aren't an eyeshadow person, I would consider doing something like this. I normally use an eyeshadow called Perricone MD, and they're no makeup eyeshadow. It's a liquid eyeshadow. I love this, but it's also pricey. Saint isn't necessarily cheap either. But so there, just nice, even look. I like it. Makes my eyelids look so much better. I have been using, it's the BK Beauty. This is the 209 brush. And I've been taking this lighter color right here and just going right underneath my eyebrow, just to kind of lift it and make it a little bit lighter right up there. It's not extremely noticeable, but anything that highlights will raise things, make people's eyes look a little bit more awake and a little bigger. And I don't have much real estate between my eyelid and my brow. So anything to make that look a little bit better is a good thing. So I do like the Saint shadow. I think this is really good, but I haven't really played too much with it. You guys know me, I'm not a huge eyeshadow look person. I really like to do a very natural, pared down look. That's very much my style. So I know those of you who are, if somebody's really, really into different looks, they're not gonna subscribe to me or watch me for those kind of videos. I put on some mascara off camera because it's nothing new. I'm using the Covergirl Cleantopica Waterproof. Okay, Morphe came out with it's called Sudden Heat. It's a creamy bronzer stick. I got it in the color Spark. It's definitely a warm color. I'm going to usually do this on my left hand and show you guys, but I can't lift it that way. So I'm going to put it on my right. So it's definitely a warm, as opposed to, I showed you guys my last Get Ready With Me, the CoverGirl Trublend Skin Enhancer. This is a contour, and you will notice very much the difference. One is so much more gray. The gray is definitely more of a contour because gray will show a shadow like, where bronzer is supposed to warm up the face. And I do feel like my face is a bit warm already, so not sure how much I need this. I am going to put the contour underneath my chin because I don't like warming up that area. So now I don't have a double chin at all. Wouldn't that be nice? All Beauty has another one that I'm going to use. This is the Multitask Cheek number 202. It kind of looks like the smaller version of the 101 from BK Beauty. I'm going to use that for my cheeks. I'm not sure how much. I've not used this at all, so let's just see. Yeah, definitely a warm color. A little too warm. It almost looks red. It's the color that they said would look, that according to the website, because I did buy it online at Ulta. Kind of like bronzer to go over my nose and kind of look like it's sun-kissed. That's why I like it up here. Like that. And this is a balm, so it should blend in really easy. And I would say it does. I think this color is a bit red for me, or orangey. I tend to shy away from orangey, but I don't think it's bad. I mean, it blended well. I just don't think I like the color as much. I don't think this is going to replace my Revolution cream bronzer that I love. I will link that one below too. I do like this brush though. Okay, I'm not sure what blush to use. I think I'm gonna use this. There's also this one from L'Oreal. It's their Liquid Lumi, but I think I wanna use this because I'm intrigued by this one. I've seen a few reviews mixed on this one. Aren't they all always mixed? This is their Cheek Thrills. Multitask, is that what it says? nope, Multi-Finish Face Trio. I have it in the color After Party Nude Rose. Every time I do that, I bring my hair out. Packaging is interesting. The two cream ones are covered by a plastic lid, which is very nice. So this one's a satin, this one's a, I guess, a more shimmery, and this one is a powder that is a more matte. So here is the balm, and then the middle is the shimmer balm, like the shimmer cream, and then the right on the over here is the powder. The shimmer seems pretty strong. I'm gonna go with the more matte one, but what's really nice is you can actually set it with the powder. Not sure how much. Ooh, ooh, that's strong. Okay, I'm gonna use the BK Beauty 105 brush and buff it out a little bit. Wow, that was strong. I'm not gonna dip it in again. I'm gonna just use what I have on there. Okay, that's much more manageable. It's still strong, am I right? Okay, what I'm gonna do, because I think it's a little too much, is I'm going to take the brush that I did my foundation and just dip it in and like mat it down a little bit. It's like it's a little strong for me. Okay, that's better. I'm dipping it into the pan. I'll show you guys. I'm dipping it into the plate, just like this area here, just to get kind of residue. And that's a good way to tone it down. If you used a sponge, you could do the same thing. Like, it'll just tone it down. But that's much better. I am going to use this, which I'm not sure if that's good or not. I'm going to use that to set it. So I'm going to use Rephr number 4 brush, which is absolutely my favorite for, I'm going to get a lot of this off. I like this the most for powder blushes. Just to have a little residue. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I need a glow, so I can't imagine putting this one on because this one has a lot of glow to it. Very glowy. I'm not sure. It seems a bit patchy, like it looks like it missed right here. Do you guys see that? Where here I don't think it did. That's a little better. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was the user. I don't know. So I'll continue to play with that to see what I think. Okay, I do have a new lip color. It is the Maybelline Glaze. It says it's an oil balm. I have it in the color Latte Crush. Okay, it does have some pigment to it. I actually like that. Oh, I like that a lot. It's got a bit of reflection, but it's not like you look like you've got really wet lips. That could be an everyday, put it on real fast and be done. Not have to use a lip liner or anything like that. I'm gonna powder down. I'm just gonna use the Physicians Formula pressed powder that I think looks like a desert. It's just pretty. I looked at my forehead. It doesn't look like it's creasy, but it did look a little shiny. So I'm not a huge fan of shine, as you guys know. So my cheek color might look better after I tone it down, the shine. Yes, I'm already liking it better. I think I like this. I'm gonna keep using it, but I like how it dried down pretty well. I don't see creasing on my face at all. I mean, at all. It did give some coverage. No way is this even a strong medium coverage. If you've got a lot to cover, I don't think you're gonna like this too much, but if you just wanna make your face look a little bit better than its natural self, this might be a good one for you. If this is even too much coverage, like if you like even less, what I would do is just put this on with a sponge. My redness is there still, obviously. I mean, now it looked really red because I had blush on, but I think it did tone it down. I don't know if this is I don't know. I always think these things are a lot more hype than they are worth the extra step. I don't know. Okay, the Morphe bronzer. I think it's a little too red for me, and I think that a lot about a lot of bronzers. So that's why I love the Revolution one, because it doesn't give me that orange tint. So if you can find the right color, it did blend really easily. As you could see, it was much easier to blend. The blush, I need to play with it a little bit more. I'll try the other shimmer one, and I'll try using it in different ways, different brushes, different things, and see how I feel about it. I do kind of like the color, and once I took down the shine, I actually like it a lot better. So, you know, maybe it's just a matter of me figuring out the way to use it for me. And I absolutely love this. I love a once and done lipstick thing. I will do the lip liner with the lipstick and a little bit of oil on top. I'll do that if I need to, but it's not my favorite. I want to be able to put this on, throw this into my purse, and when I just feel like I need a touch up, I can grab it and almost not even look at a mirror to put it on. I always use a mirror, but you know what I mean. I have very small lips, so it's very hard for me to put on lipstick without looking at a mirror. But if you can do that, this is one of those you can do without a mirror kind of lip products. Okay, I managed to do that whole thing without lifting this arm. Thanks for putting up with my craziness and my crazy arm and my crazy hair, which I know it doesn't look that crazy. To me, it just looks undone. Like, it just doesn't look done. It looks frizzy, and it is what it is. I will link my last Get Ready With Me here. That was a fun one. So I'll link that one here. I'll see you maybe in that one or another one. God bless.